talking about some sensitive information, which is why I put this spoiler warning. I can't do more than putting this big ass spoiler warning stop sign and putting spoiler in the title. So if you get spoiled after this point, I'm sorry. We can't save you. Anyways, I'm going to drop the bomb on y'all. Yes, Hippowdon did get toxic. Rejoice. We finally made it. We finally did it. We're back. We're back. Shout out to all the Hippowdon fans. But a lot of y'all only joined the Hippowdon army because of the recent happenings in the Legends of Za tournaments. A lot of y'all are not day one Hippowdon supporters the way I'm a day one Hippowdon supporter. If Hippowdon got a mega, I would actually post a video spoiling it with its design fully done in HD, 16K actually. I would actually go to a studio and have them render a hyper-realistic model. Anyways, I'd make it the thumbnail fully taking up every bit of the thumbnail to spoil all of you on the incoming Mega Hippowdon if that was a thing. And you know what? I wouldn't even feel bad about it because more people need to know. More people need to know about Hippowdon. Anyways, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this leak, this DLC leak or whatever. So apparently, this is found in the Terra leak that was. It's like the big Pokemon leak. I'm not like too up to date. I haven't really read about the history of it. I just know mad Pokemon shit's been getting leaked for a minute now. But apparently, we already knew about 3 of these megas. That I'm going to be talking about, which are Mega Zeraora, Mega Heatran, and Mega Darkrai. So we already knew these 3 had megas, because that was found in the first data mine of the game, that these 3 were getting megas, but apparently the stats were found in like some file from a year ago or something like that. So maybe they get changed, but maybe they don't, because does Pokemon really care about stats that much? They just be kind of making stats, and then they're like, yeah, this is valid. So what if it's just that's the case this time? And anyway, it could get changed, of course. Take it with a grain of salt. But we do know that these 3 are getting megas. That's for sure happening. So I figured we can revisit this anyways. And also XY Dimensions is coming out by February. So we're gonna get a whole stack of new megas. And the XY Dimensions mega list has already been leaked. That was leaked. That was leaked in the initial data mine. They already got the whole mega list from Dimensions. But anyways, these are some pretty weird stats. But we can talk about the first insane one, which is Darkrai. Chat, is it over? If you thought Scolipede was bad, is this the worst BST bastardization destruction of all time? It's got to be the worst ever seen, correct? Shout out to Fish. Mega Darkrai with incredible OU by technicality. This shit is going to be UU, matter of fact. But I saw a theory. Posted in my server. A theory posted in my server was that Darkrai is gonna have a more accurate hypnosis or dark void or whatever because its speed got dropped. Chet, is it valid? Is it possible? Rai got hit with a nasty cross and lost 40 speed. I don't understand how they could do this. Why are they... Did this happen before... this recent wave of megas? Did they do this? What are some old megas that got hit with a crazy speed debuff? It wasn't like that. Garchomp got -10, which isn't that bad. And then Camerupt got like half speed, but Camerupt was already a slow piece of shit. Going from 40 to 20 isn't a big deal. Scolipede is the true destruction, -50 on that guy. Abomasnow is another Pokemon that gets slowed down pretty crazy. 60 to 30, right? Okay. Shut up, my man, El Slizo. Why does Heatran have 67 speed? You know they like to meme. You know the way Game Freak does. You know they like to troll, man. Don't act surprised. Shout out Crosshair. They better give Darkrai super dark void for making this. Smeargle really made this guy homeless. Oh yeah, you guys always did tell me that it was what's it called? That it was Smeargle's fault that dark void got cooked. Mega Darkrai ate that Blunder sandwich, -40 speed. -40 speed is diabolical though. Like this is something that's hard to come back from, you know? Most Pokemon are never able to come back. We've already got to see Scolipede a little bit on the ZA ladder and in these tournaments, and it has not been good. It has not been good for Scolipede, even with a great ability like Tinted Lens in the Za meta. It's not enough. Bro, this thing has Gliscor Uxie level bulk. If it gets any healing, it's broken as fuck. Dude, 130 is disgusting. Like, this is a crazy mon. Even with the craziest speed debuff, you gotta understand, Darkrai was already kind of deceptively bulky in OU. Darkrai lives random attacks with the 90-90. But now having 130, the speed sucks. And I'm not gonna hold you, pure dark typing is not the greatest defensively, but at least you're neutral to a lot of shit. At least with this, you can't KO it without like a Moonblast. I don't know. 85 is a pretty shite speed tier though. Like, imagine your Darkrai being slower than Great Tusk and getting close combated. You would actually shoot your fucking computer. Shout out Christian. Heatran getting plus 30 attack, no defense is wild. No, you're not looking at it correctly. That heavy slam though, that heavy slam off that 276 attack, it's up. That Slowking G is getting fucked up. To be honest though, 175 special is crazy. I didn't even really look at Heatran. I was so obsessed with Darkrai's fucking fat ass build. Is this shit gonna look like some bulky? This design's about to be crazy if it's slowed down. Scolipede turned into like a bulkier warrior type design, type of ordeal. I don't know. Wow. 45 to special attack, 45 to attack, and 10 to speed. Is this the greatest fucking buff? What is plus 45, plus 45, 10? Yo, they love Zero Aura out there. This is like Ash Gren type shit. But Ash Gren was only 133 speed, 153 special. Zero Aura's best special attack is still T-Bolt. That's just still weak though, so my Gliscor still pwns. So if Zero Aura doesn't get an ice move, don't expect nothing. I'm telling you. If this shit doesn't get an ice move, expect Gliscor pwnage as usual. Not to mention Goatlander's T back in the mix. It is cool that it can actually use a special set for once, but we gotta let bro have an ice move. You think they'll do it? You think Ice Punch is coming? Ice Punch is coming. Come on. Triple Axle? It already can Blaze Kick. It can already Blaze Kick. So what's up with that no Triple Axle? Triple Axle is so broken though. If Triple Axle's on this, then it wouldn't even be a balanced Pokemon. I don't want a broken Zero Aura form. That would literally be Pheromosa but yellow. That's very well said. Shout out to Tomowash in the chat. That is a genius statement. That would literally be Pheromosa but yellow. Is that what you want? Another one? Triple Axle, Plasma Fist, the craziest Bolt Beam of all time? It's gonna get Avalanche, trust? Yo, somebody banned this guy for saying that. If this shit gets Avalanche, we returning Mega Zero Aura, and we going on strike. It's getting Blizzard for sure. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? We're saying that Zero Aura gets Blizzard. How many electric types get Blizzard? Like Lantern, Rotom Freeze, which doesn't count. Chat, let me know. Imagine Mega Zero Aura with Grass Knot to Dumpster Great Tusk, Triple Axle, and Dual Fighting typing, so Stab, Low Kick, CC would be beyond cracked. We don't even know the types. You're right about that. So imagine. I mean, I hope they do make it a double type. They better not do the pure electric like they did with Electros, because I was really betting on Mega Eel being like Steel Electric Levitate or just something cool, but pure electric is still a Dix typing, even with Levitate on a Pokemon. Pure electric is just, I hate this typing. So they better give Zero Aura electric something. It doesn't have to be electric fighting, even though we want electric fighting. Did any of the new Megas get a new typing? So we don't know apparently. We only know the stats. We only know the stats because it was in like some leak found from a year ago. But the typings we don't know. So I'm assuming they're gonna stay the same. I'll tell you, if Heatran's typing gets changed, this shit might be ass. Oh no! The Goat Petrol Lover 2001 with that huff. Oh my goodness. I almost. That shit took me out for a second. Mega Zero Aura with the new ability Reckless combined with Hustle. Stab, High Jump Kick, and Supercell Slam is gonna go crazy. Running Supercell Slam when the Mon gets Plasma Fist is diabolical. That's definitely some smoking huff behavior. That's not even possible. How can you be? How can you be? You running supercell for the love of the game, just to put that little extra challenge mode on. What do we think about Heatran? I know Darkrai will get back to it. What do we think about Heatran? Going down 10 speed, 77 was a good speed stat for Heatran. It was honestly it was a great speed stat. You didn't need too much investment to outspeed random shit. Going down 10 is still not the end of the world though. Like, it's still able to outspeed a decent amount of shit, but I don't know. The Spadef going up 35 is really, really fucking weird. This will be an interesting Pokemon. Why is there no defense increase though? Shit might be worse than regular with the no defense increase. They should have buffed the defense too. This mon's weird, but plus 45 special attacks, fucking insane. So we rocking that eruption in Trick Room. Fuck out the way. Iron Sword is in Minecraft, idiot. Keep up. I have that Iron Sword. What's that blue sword? I have that one. That teal sword. The fuck did they do to Rise Speed? Insane downgrade. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you guys. I think he's right. Minus 40 speed is impossible to really come back. 85 is two dicks. And a Pokemon like Golden Go, who is the 1000th Pokemon, is not going to not be in Gen 10. It just ain't happening. Imagine being slower than that. As a 700 BST super mythical mega that got a movie and you're getting outsped, it's get the fuck out of here. Blunder, do you think Heatran could get Earth Eater? I really don't know. I guess we could read the Dex entry. If somebody wants to post the Dex entry in the chat, I'll read it out loud for Heatran Mega. And then maybe we can decipher something from that, but it's hard to say. I've never been too good at that. Predicting the abilities and shite. But I did predict Delphox would be the best Mega, and I was right. Because I'm tough. Shout out Crosshair. I've noticed that a lot of the new Megas lean into the will I Mega or will I not guessing game. All of these guys are amazing Pokemon without Megaing. All of these guys are amazing. So, you're right. All of these are going to be a coin flip. You'll see the very rare bulky set maybe in OU, but I can't imagine 85 speed because it's like I told you. No balloon, no lefties, no scarf for offensive. What the fuck are you even supposed to do with Heatran? Set up rocks? No, you got that 175 special. Stop hating. I guess it's like your Heatran doesn't care about knockoff or losing its item, so that's like the positive of using a fucking Mega Heatran, or if you don't really need to have the Mega Stone anywhere else. Plus 35 Spadef is pretty valid though. Like 141. I don't know what 141 is with no investment, but I'm pretty sure it's like 319 or 320 if I had to guess. Yeah. In any case, Heatran's a fat bitch with this spread. But no defense boost is pretty whack. Of course we would have liked that 30 attack to go to defense. Oh wait, bro doesn't get eruption anymore. I forgot about that. I keep saying that it's getting eruption, but that shit literally doesn't erupt anymore, right? That shit hasn't been able to erupt since Gen 8. Shit's over. Heatran. Brother. Why did they even do that? Just to give him a Mega? They troll. They troll hard with that shit. Shout out Sim10 Yato. Appreciate you. Thank you for membering up. We need to hit that 800 members. Join the agency today. Why do they keep making mons with phenomenal speed stats fat? Darkrai speed stat was incredible. 125 was a cornerstone for the metagame. The shit outsped a lot of annoying shit. Ogerpon, Cinderace, Tornadus T, which is used everywhere nowadays. Meow. And then with Terra, this thing was nasty as hell because you could Terra Poison on Zamazenta. And then Terra Ghost occasionally used as well. Terra Poison was my favorite though. I found that to be the most annoying flip overall. But yeah, this 85 speed, this shit might be cooked. It might be tough for Darkrai fans to come back from this. What do we wager? Somebody theorize a bulky set. Are we all showing up with knockoff taunt Will-O-Wisp Darkrai? 30 attack buff. Hold on. Wait a minute. Me when I pull up with the bulky SD Sucker Punch knockoff Drain Punch. Hold on. Hold on. I guess regular with a Life Orb would be superior at that point. Shout out my boy Dotted Alpaca. Mega Heatran, Optimal Tailwind, Trick Room and VGC. Most definitely. Should be heat waving it up. 175 is a big blessing. Like, Chandelure, on the other hand, went from 145 to 175, so you don't feel the boost as much. But Heatran has Magma Storm off 175, and then it just has better moves in general. So, there might be something valid. There might be something valid there. Like I said, this is something that doesn't care about losing its item. 175 is 493 with Modest. God damn. And Heatran doesn't care about its speed stat that much. I think the thing you got to be most scared about with Heatran is Heatran's typing changing. Because Fire Steel is one of the greatest typings ever. Of course the ability helps too, but it's not like we didn't see Flame Body Heatran in both Gen 8 OU and Gen 9 OU. So, Heatran losing Flash Fire as a Mega really doesn't matter. But if Fire Steel gets changed, bro, what if it becomes Fire Ground or Fire Rock? What if that shit becomes the worst type of all time? And you know they like that shit. You know they like that shit. What if? What if? Stay safe out there. What I'm trying to tell you guys is, don't go too big on your investment in Mega Heatran. Do not sell the house betting on Mega Heatran to be the next, you know. I'm telling you, this parlay might not hit. Be careful, be careful. And I love Heatran. Heatran has carried me in what? Like 5 generations now worth of tournaments, games and generations. I want Mega Heatran to be the GOAT. But I'm telling you, if this thing is not Fire Steel, it could get dicey, ladies and gentlemen. Especially with that no defense buff and that speed drop. It's tough. It's tough. Earth Eater, please. What has Earth Eater besides Earthworm? Is that the only Pokemon that be eating up the earth? Chat. Who else? Who else is capable of doing that? Just Earthworm? Bruh, so then it might be tough. It might be tough then, huh? To expect Heatran to get it. What's realistic? They always be glazing Heatran as like the super molten Pokemon that is able to burn mad cities and mad Pokemon and do crazy colossal damage. And Heatran is its own mon, right? There's no like partner Pokemon or anything, right? And Heatran was in the anime or in one of the movies, so you know we rate that highly here when we go over our mega rankings. You know, if a Pokemon had a movie appearance, you know we're rocking with that. Shout out Remington for 11 months. Appreciate you. One of the strongest agency members. Would you still love Heatran if he was like a worm? Of course. You could never make me hate Heatran. Even if Heatran becomes Fire Rock or Fire Ground, you could never make me hate Heatran. I told you. Heatran has helped me in tournament games in 5 different generations. You know how crazy that is? And then in Generation 4, it's obviously like the best Pokemon ever. But I never played Generation 4 like that. But I will tell you this. Back in the day when I used to play Smogon Tour, the first 2 playoffs I made, Gen 4 OU was still part of that. And in that, I went undefeated in both my Gen 4 playoff games, 2-0. And what did I use in both? Heatran. Game 1, Max Special Attack. Explosion. Game 2, Choice Spectacles. I'm telling you, Heatran, it doesn't matter. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All 6 of those generations. A true hero. And I know we've all been on the receiving end too. When you're up against a Heatran and it hits 8 Magma Storms in a row, is that not the worst feeling of all time? Does that not have you wanting to smash your PC right there and then? Heatran is one of a kind, man. I could really make a video for 2 hours talking about how great that Pokemon is. It literally had 10 different sets back in Gen 6, 7, and 8. Oh, MFs don't remember Bulu Tran. What is the top 3 most annoying Heatran of all time? Grassy Terrain X Heatran is top 3. Flame Body physically defensive Heatran is also top 3 most fucking annoying. Back in the day, having to guess around the Z move was fucking atrocious as well. Z Inferno Overdrive, which KOs any neutral. Z Solar Beam, which takes out any fairy type or bulky ground like Hippo or Tyranitar. Corkscrew Crash, which we all know. I pulled up with the Corkscrew Crash. Oh man, Heatran is so cheap. Heatran is really Mr. Do-It-All. We got a lot of different Mr. Do-It-All Pokemon, like Zamazenta is an example of a Mr. Do-It-All type Pokemon, but Heatran is the original. This guy does 27 different responsibilities per battle, and he's going to accomplish at least 20. You'll never have a Heatran be truly useless, unless you yourself pulled up with some awful set that has like the wrong combination of moves. And you know what an underrated troll Heatran set is? Roar. Roar Heatran got me like, god damn it. Try to go to the counter, but that piece of shit keep clicking Roar, and the hazards are up, and it's old gen, so there's no boots. Wrap it up, baby. It's over. It's over with. That Heatran's about to go stupid. But yeah, Heatran, you're the best. That was a crazy Heatran Glaze session I just did. Whoa. Let me back off. Zero Aura was only good in Gen 8. The shit's buns in Gen 7. I can tell you it's buns because I never used it, and I'm Gen 7 GOAT, so that right there should tell you Zero Aura was not like that in Gen 7. But then in Gen 8, it was blessed by the environment, aka click knockoff and use heavy duty boots. And Zero Aura would always stay at a high HP. You had to be careful with it in that regard. But bulk up Zero Aura was really troll. I also loved using knockoff Toxic Zero because you could hit Landorus and Hippo with Toxic on the switch. Then you click and knockoff to get rid of the lefties, and then slowly but surely that ground type is cooked, and then this Plasma Fist is smoking everybody. Everybody's dead. Plasma, plasma, plasma. So this is probably the greatest optimization, because Special Zero Aura does not exist. Special Zero Aura was used for the first few months of Generation 8 released. Like, this is like the first 4 months before Pokemon Home or whatever. This is like the initial meta. I don't know how many of y'all played that, but it was like one of the worst metas ever. It was the one where Dracovish was around. Seismitoad had 32% usage. It was whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is there was the occasional Special Zero Aura with Calm Mind Grass Knot. In part because of how used Hippo and Seismitoad were. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is Special Zero Aura hasn't existed in the last 5 years. So to see it finally having a chance is pretty interesting. Plus 45 special, I don't know what the investment is. What do you hit with a Timid Nature 147? My guess is 395 or 396. Because I know Landorus with 145 hits 389 if you max it out. So my Zero Aura max special attack timid guess is probably like 395. But 395 Volt Switch with hazards up is annoying as fuck. Also, if this thing still gets knockoff somehow, holy shit. Is that not going to be the most annoying shit ever? Like, yes, Gliscor is going to be troll if you can't hit it with Ice Punch or whatever, but Volt Switch plus knockoff, and both of the stats got buffed, means you don't need investment in both stats. Like, you can go mixed without having to split the EVs. You can still max out on one, depending on the moves this thing gets. Also, with plus 45 attack, all the other moves now are way more viable. Like, this close combat is fucking crazy. Blaze Kick and Play Rough and all those other, like, fringe options get a little bit more viable as a result. I mean, 112 attack was never bad, but Zero Aura was also pretty lucky that Plasma Fist is 100 base power. That's just a crazy good move, right? And then CC is an amazing move as well. I hope this thing is electric fighting. If it's electric fighting, then it's gonna be heat. Anyways, if I were to rank the three, Zero Aura is clearly the best because 153 speed is fucking outrageous. This also beats all the other busted Mega speeds. Like Mega Zam only hits 150. Mega Lopunny is already slower than Zero Aura. I think Lopunny is like 135 speed. Mega Arrow, which is like regular, that's just not gonna be that good. But even that's 150 speed. But you see what I mean? It's this speed is unprecedented. 153 is super shiced. Like, what is this fast? What else is this fast in any OU? Who was hitting these speeds, bro? I guess this guy was always the fastest motherfucker. But anyway, Zero Aura the best. Heatran the second best. Darkrai is definitely cheeks. But what if Darkrai is like Dark Fairy type, which we know is a pretty decent typing? And it gets Moonblast. And you got this fat, nasty plot Moonblasting shit. Like there could be some like boot set or something. I don't know. Don't count it out. Don't count it out.